outside. Yeah.
FBG Duck's mother responded to Little Durk. She responded to Little Durk dissing FBG Duck on one of his new snippet. They're calling it a leaked snippet. What he said is, the moment he ran and he knew he ain't Duck, he out of luck. So FBG Duck mother responded to this because people started saying in the comments as well. She responded to a couple of people in the comments, and one person said that, oh, but he's doing it for Von type thing, like do it for Von in Von's name. Then I started thinking, so he basically literally is just making all this music, just try to diss someone quick time and then throw it out there and make this scene about it and make it look like he's doing it for Von. But in reality, he's not doing it for Von, because if that was the case, he probably would have done it on Memorial Day when it was an actual day to celebrate Von and people that ended up in certain situations like Von. So he didn't do it for Von because he would have done that on Memorial Day. Instead, he did it while he was promoting the album, while he's promoting him and Little Baby's album. That's why he did it. So how is he doing it for Von? I'm confused. So she responded to him and she said, I want to thank you so much for keeping my son's name alive and showing your true colors at the same time. Now people are starting to see the real voice, because when the money don't make you happy no more, all you can do to be relevant. At least he mentioned you while he was here, and it bothers me that you never said his name, Duck the World. So this is what she responded and she put up on her page, because Little Durk, that he was dissing FBG Duck, and he wrote on his story, I didn't say any lame's name, stop lying on me, y'all. So she made that post after he posted that, trying to say that he didn't mention anyone's name and stop lying on him. But he's saying things like the moment he didn't duck, he knew he was out of luck and stuff, and then FBG Duck, King Von and all that, and then people are trying to say he's doing it for Von. This is the thing though, he even came out right and tried to lie in people's face and tried to be like, oh yeah, no, I'm not dissing anyone, but then still call them a lame. Enough people pointed that out, because it's like, okay then, so you're sneak dissing at this point. Why would you even call him a lame? Why would you even, like, you know, call him out of his name type thing? So it lets you know 100% that he was definitely dissing him. So in the comments, people were literally responding to this, and FBG Duck's mother, she jumped into the comments and she had to respond and check a couple people. Someone said, aye man, if you don't like his music, just say that. She responded and said, you dig his music, that's no secret, but it's the dissing people who can't speak back for me. And he kept his name in his mouth. I'm talking about Duck saying his name while he was here, and the man never responded. For what reason? That's not fair to his fans. If he's out here saying stuff about, and he's not. Someone else said, I get it, but I'm sure he's doing it for Von. Not saying it's the right thing to do, but he's doing it for his bro. FBG Duck mother responded and said, I thought so too. That's what he want people to believe. He's doing it for Von and not really see the reality of the situation. Someone else said, y'all mothers need to come together and try and stop it. It may not help completely, but it will give them a different outlook. Losing body after body over absolutely nothing is ludicrous. She said, we're doing that, but it's people like him that don't want it to happen, and it's sad because us as mothers are not going to stop until it's done. So people started responding to the person who said that he's doing it for Von and stuff, and she's sure he was doing it for Von and all of it. Someone said to her, Durk did not have any beef with neither of them, yet they were always on his case. So they're trying to say that all the stuff that people are hearing and stuff in the documentaries and all of it is all fake. They never had no real beef and stuff. Then FBG Duck mother ended up responding to this, but this is what this other person said. Von and Duck squashed their beef. He doing it for himself. Leave my boy out of this. He was the only one bold enough to diss Duck while he was still here. We don't know that other guy. Mama Duck then responded to the person who said that. Mama Duck then responded again to the person who said that he was doing it for Von, and she said, but didn't Durk and Von have a song? Durk ain't kill Von, remember? He said they worked their differences out. I mean, that's not gonna bring Von back. He's damn near a mogul. She said he could have stopped it if he wanted to. I'm sure Von's mom don't want him doing that. So baby, he's doing it for streams and views and to stay relevant. That's it, that's all. I said what I said. Long live Duck and Von. So she said that Von's mom don't want Little Durk to be around here dissing people in his name and kind of keeping his legacy to where he's dissing people and dissing ups and stuff, and Von's mom don't want that. But Little Durk is ignoring that, and he's doing it for the streams and views, and FBG Duck's mother is letting you know this, and she even said long live Duck and Von. So that leads me to believe that they probably had a conversation at one point, and she definitely knows that that's not what Von's mother wants, because that would be the normal thing. No one's mom would want someone carrying on their son's name in this legacy of dissing people, even though they put out the song. King Von said before he dies they're gonna remember him for being in the street and slanging heat, ain't got no enemies. And to be honest with you, that's exactly how it was, because even Von's ops was actually switching on him, because Von was doing so good, right? Von's ops was actually switching up, and they were actually like looking at him on the low and kind of secretly admiring him type thing. And if Von wanted, and if Von had enough time, I believe that he could have stopped all the situation. He could have stopped everything. Literally, he could have stopped the beef. He could have stopped everything. That's what FBG Duck was trying to do as well. But then people also say that they took him out because, you know, they didn't want that to stop, and that was the only way that they could have got up and stuff, by dissing the people and carrying on the beef. So that's why they ended up taking him out. I still don't believe that O Block had anything to do with the FBG Duck situation. Literally, it could have been something else. All they did was try to do that for streams and views. That's all it was. I don't necessarily think that Von had something to do with FBG Duck situation. It was all a clout move. It was literally, that's it, that's all, as FBG Duck's mother said in their messages. So she wrote a few more people, and this is what she said. Someone said in Von's song Demon, he said he don't care about Duck, so I don't know if they squashed it. Mama Duck responded and said, let them tell it. Shake my head. Obviously she knows what actually went on, and she knew if Von and them was actually chasing clout, or if them situations actually happened, because Von, remember Von said in the DJ Academics interview that Mama Duck, she deleted all the DMs. He don't know why she would do that. I said this many times. Von was lying in them interviews. I know he was lying. You can tell he was lying. Like, anyone with the right mind watch them interviews, you can tell that Von was lying when he said that FBG Duck's mother deleted all them DMs. At this point, you know, it could all be a thing where it's literally a business move, and the people behind him and his team. If dissing people wasn't a thing, then his team would have literally tried to fit him in something else, because there are people who is directing him, who plans out the next few months of his life, what his shows is gonna be like, where his shows is gonna be, what merch is gonna drop, what interviews is gonna drop, and what music they are going to drop behind him. So it's not purely him that has the choice of doing that, and King Von would have literally been advised to do something else. FBG Cash posted to his stories, to his IG story. He literally posted this, and when I listened to the song, it says something about imaginary ops, and they got imaginary ops and stuff, and they're not really like that. So he was literally definitely throwing that to Little Durk. King Yellow reposted this on his IG story, them talking about how Little Durk never actually said dude's name when he was alive, but now he's saying it. So King Yellow just reposted this to his story. Flyboy Gang TV made a post as well, just wrote effing rappers, like these rappers, they're basically annoying. Then Little Durk went live on his way to an event. He literally didn't even say nothing.